Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, everybody, wherever you might be in this wonderful world of ours, and welcome to In the Spotlight with me, Seamus Corry, your host. Um, Thank you to all those who have generously shared comments and subscribed and followed on my various platforms, whether that be YouTube or Spotify. And I'm so grateful and honored and humbled by your fellowship and your following. Um, this series in the spotlight with Seamus is all about putting really special human beings in the spotlight and asking them to share their stories with us. And if you've not already followed and if you've not already subscribed, I would really encourage you to do so today because I have in front of me today a wonderful, amazing human being that I'm so excited, thrilled, and humbled to have on my podcast series this morning. To put it succinctly, this person before me today is a mum, she's a founder, she's a transformational coach, she is a business consultant, and she is also a career guidance coach for those of you who might be considering change in your own life. But she's much more than that. For me, she is a wonderful, amazing, powerful, energetic, loving human being who has an amazing story of transformation to tell. And I'm going to encourage her to share that story with you today. It's my pleasure, honor, privilege, and a humility, in an all humility, I welcome Anja Zibert to in the spotlight this morning. Good morning, Anja. And how,
Hello.
how are you?
Hey.
Hello, how are you?
Hey. Very good. Oh my God, you said it this like really nicely. Yeah, every time when I have podcasts, when I have conversation from somebody from other countries like England or US or something, it's like sometimes they really struggling with my last name. So it's I will just pronounce how it is, and like it's a little secret. You can say it's Zybert, whatever, but like maybe for some people that are listening today, it's a Zibert. It's
Zibert,
Z with the thick Zibert. Yeah, it's
Zibert.
Slovenian pronunciation. I mean, it's like I'm open for everything. And when I lived in San Diego, when I lived in States, I was used to everything like Anja, everything. I was like, yeah, you can call me whatever. We are all, we are all one anyway. Yeah, maybe you will learn something new today as well. That
Absolutely.
Z with the thick, it's
Yeah,
je in Slovenia.
yeah,
So,
I have the same problem when people come to pronouncing my first name, Seamus. Sometimes
Seamus,
they
yeah.
refer to the Seamus, Simis. So yeah,
Amazing. You see, we
I
are special. We are
we
special.
are we I get it. So Anya, it's wonderful to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
I first met you through the real power of LinkedIn a little bit over a year and a half ago now, when I connected with like-minded individuals as part of my own transformational journey, and it was around that time that you came into my life, Angela DeMarco came into my life, Dana Sardano came into my life, Andrea Horvath came into my life, Donna Starr came into my life. Some really powerful individuals,
Tribe of Queens.
type of really powerful queens who are doing an amazing job in bringing transformation to our world, right? But I'd like to start, by asking you who who is Anya now?
Yeah, that's a
Who
very
are,
interesting question.
yeah, who are you now?
I always say when people ask me that, I always say, you know what? I have a lot of roles
Yeah,
because here on Earth, I have a lot of roles. I'm playing a lot of roles, but in essence, we are multidimensional energy beings with unlimited power to create.
yeah,
And that is who I am. Yeah. And I'm playing a lot of roles. Like I said, I'm a mom, I'm a founder. I can be whatever. Like I can be what I want to be.
Yeah.
because I know that that's possible. So if I tell you the truth, now, when we are talking about personal transformation, I have transformed so many times, and I'm not like schizophrenic or something, not like
No,
that.
no,
It's just like when you are working on yourself, when you are doing this inner work, you are shedding, everything that it's not in your highest good. But then you're like, on a certain level, you are something. And then on the next level, you discover something else about yourself. It's like, oh my God, I can step into this power. I can step into this role. So, for example, like when I founded in 2020, when I founded my company, Free Spirit Human Capital, which is human empowerment agency for reconnection and transformation, I saw myself as somebody who has transitioned from corporate world, corporate business world, like a headhunter, HR professional, into this, yeah, like really like empowered, I was working on myself already, but it's like I had like this identity of HR professional. Yeah, I want to disrupt HR industry. It's like, okay, perfect, and it was going, I mean, it's still going in that direction, but my perception was like that, it was still very, very wide. It was large, like, because I already knew that I'm limitless, but now it's like, my God, like, we are not only taking on, I mean, like building, like just new communities or empowering people. We are creating new world. And
Absolutely.
everything what we are doing, it's like it has ripple effect in the galaxy, in galactic meaning. So it's like I have like this really, 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 really wide perception of everything what is around me, who am I, and stuff like that. And yeah, so when we come back to that question, who am I always um, ask people when we go, when I take them through this process, it's like, who am I on planet Earth? Okay, I'm this energy being. So who am I as an energy being? Yeah. I know who am I as an energy being because, I'm really into human design, and I was discovering that part of myself. What is my soul blueprint? What are my, for example, spiritual gifts? Like, who am I? Like, how is my energy acting, or like, why am I here? Like, how can I exchange my energy with the world? Like all these manuals, like instruction manuals, how to say, like user manuals. Yeah.
Mm,
It's
mm,
really good that everybody, they discover their own user manual. So that is like in energetic way. And then it's, who am I as an expert? Yeah, who am I as an expert? Because we have, like, I've been, working in different roles. I've been working in different companies. Now I have my own company. So who am I as an expert? What are my, like, this hard skills, or like gifts that I can really share with the world? And then, what is my heart desire? What exactly is my heart desire? Do I know what I want? I have clear vision. I know what I want. A lot of people, they don't know what they want. Yeah. And that is also defining them, of course, because this is what is creating their reality. And last but not least, is like, what kind of mindset do I have? Do I have limited mindset, or do I have limitless mindset? And this is also, what is defining, like, who will I have around me? Because the thing is, like, who you are, that that you see around you. It's like, like what you see. It's not like, um, oh yeah, he is this and this and this. Yeah, but I see like what is inside of me. Yeah, and what I think of myself. So when I think of myself like in certain way, like, who am I? I'm gonna see that outside in different people. Yeah, because I see that you are amazing, that you are incredible, that you are light being, that you are here, like, to do really nice stuff in the world. It's because I believe that about myself.
yeah.
So it's like this, who are you, is very multidimensional, but it's super, super important that people, they get it.
Absolutely. Beautifully said, Anya, and very succinct. I suppose you, like me, have gone through a series of transformations, right?
Yeah.
When when did you first begin to notice that maybe the path you were on wasn't the right one for you?
Okay.
With or when did the universe knock on your door and say, "Hello, Anya"?
Well, a lot of times in the past,
Mm,
but my perception was, oh my God, there's something wrong with me. I failed so many times.
yeah.
It's like there's something wrong with I'm not doing something, like I'm not good enough. Something is off. Yeah. Like people, they don't love me. I'm not good. Like I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's like
So this was my perception.
it's like everything we touch just turn to
Exactly.
shit. Turn to
Exactly. It just
shit.
destroys. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah,
sometimes like you are building something up, yeah, and then it crashes.
yeah, yeah,
And then it's like first time, the second time, the third time, like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, why can I keep it, up there? And then, I mean, oh my gosh, like if I think about it, like for my 41 years now, because I'm 41.
No,
So if I,
never, 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 never. That's a lie. That's a lie for a start. And you don't look 41. Can I say you look amazing, Anya?
I
You
know,
look
thank you.
amazing. Honestly, I
Thank you.
can't believe you're 41. Honestly,
Yeah,
God.
I'm 41, and yeah, but like you said, like last week or 2 weeks ago, I posted a picture of me when I was 34.
Yeah.
I posted on LinkedIn, and I look much older because I was a
Yeah.
different person then. Like I was completely, I had so much on me. Like I was carrying the weight of all the whole world because I didn't understand. I didn't understand who am I. I
Mm.
didn't understand, why I was here. So yeah, but when I look back, it's like I lived at least 5 different lives
Yeah.
in this lifetime, because I lived in different countries. I was surrounded with different people. I was, I had different careers. So it was, sometimes it was like, okay, that's why I became really resilient. And, like this changes are my, yeah, it's my essence. So it's like whenever something is changing, it's like, okay, it's changing. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know how that goes. But it's like when really, really started, I think, and I also mentioned that in the book Rattled Awake, when I also shared my story. That first moment, it was in 2005, when I lived in UK in Bristol. And I was that was kind of weird story because how I ended up there, it was just I went there, for like a summer job, and I didn't even know what I will be doing, and I ended up selling books door to door, and it was dreadful experience. Like I was selling books door to door in a foreign country, and
Oh,
it was really horrible because like I didn't have money because we were all paid, from deposit. We didn't get like paycheck or something. It's like how much you sold, like you could get like some fee there, but I didn't sell anything. So it was like, yeah, it was really, really weird period of time. But when I lived in Bristol, so at that time they sent us to Rochester. I think it was Rochester, yeah, some like really small town somewhere around London. And I was there for a month or something. I was like, I cannot do that. Like my body started collapsing. I got these seizures because I was like so against everything,
mm,
that I believe that it was really, really painful for me. But I wanted to try. I wanted to stick. I couldn't just call my parents. I was like, hey mom, I found myself in this really crazy story. Can I come back home? So no, so I went back to Bristol when I had some friends, and one night I was editing my MySpace profile. Do you remember MySpace?
oh, MySpace. Yeah.
MySpace, it was amazing. It was like a before Facebook, yeah.
It was.
And
Yeah.
I was editing my MySpace, and I was like, okay, I have to choose a username, like my profile name, and my question was like, okay, what should be my username? What should be my profile name? And this really distinct voice came into my head. I have no idea what it was, but it was so clear. Anya, you are free spirit.
Yeah.
Anya, you are free spirit. And I was like, free spirit. okay, that sounds really cool. I have no idea what does that mean, but yeah, I'm a free spirit, like I don't care. I was, like a punk rocker and revolutionary, like this mindset and stuff. I was like, okay, let's be free spirit. So I put it there like Anja free spirit. So from that point on, everybody
Wow.
knew me as a Anja free spirit, but it's like this chick that she doesn't really care, what other stuff. I always meant good. My intentions were always very clear, very pure, always.
Yeah.
But because of my, traumas and everything, I always attracted people who were using me, abusing me, who were putting me down, who were trying to, I don't know what to do with me, but it was, like that was my frequency. Absolutely. So over time, like in 2014, then okay, in 2007 I moved to San Diego, so I was there for a year and a half, and that also didn't end well, so I came back, and then I went back to England. I was for 1 year in Brighton, and then in 2010 I came back to Slovenia. This is where I'm originally from. And yeah, then I met my ex-partner. So basically, we started dating, da da da. And 2014, I became a mom. I became a parent. I'm a mom. I have my son is 10 years old now. So yeah, when I became a mom, I also changed as a woman,
Yeah.
because before I was, I didn't care about romance. I didn't care about, like love, everything. Every time when I opened my heart, I was hit, like not physically, but I was damaged. Like somebody wanted to hurt me. Every time when I opened my heart, somebody wanted to hurt me. So that was my problem. I cannot open my heart. So basically, when I became a mom, of course, I opened my heart. I became completely open, transparent, vulnerable, And yeah, that was kind of a really interesting, I would say, transformation, because my partner, like my ex-partner, he knew Anya, like who he started dating like 4 years ago. So he didn't know this woman that I was becoming.
Yeah.
And then of course, yeah, we kind of drifted apart, because I was like really, I would say in 2017, yeah, so my son was 3 years old. In 2017, I went to my first past life regression. And then I think it started then. I mean, everything was already in me, but when I went there and when I faced some emotions, when I saw some stuff, for example, I saw myself when I jumped off a cliff when I was a Native American, and I saw myself, dying. And then this, therapist, he asked me, I was like, okay, how do you feel now? When I was like I saw myself dying. And I was like, oh my God, I'm this sparkling balls, I don't know, of energy, like in the sky, on the sky. And I'm so happy to go home. So when I kind of realized about that feeling, about that, I don't know, state of being, I would say, I think that changed everything for me.
Yeah.
Because I remember, stuff started to coming back, and it's like, it was completely surreal in a way, because like my whole world that I knew started falling apart. Everything, everything, from my relationship, from my friends, like everything that I knew. Also in the business, I was already working. Yeah, that time I was already working in a corporate recruitment agency. I was a headhunter. So it was like these crazy stories, that I had an interview. There were some people coming like for an interview, because I was also, search and selection for very high profile, I don't know, like CEOs or marketing managers, like middle management and, and top management. And yeah, there were like days that somebody would come in, he was on the other side of the table, and we were talking, and suddenly, he just started like, oh, I have a message for you. You came to this earth. You have a very special mission. You have a lot of energy. You should use this energy for this and this. And I was like looking at this person. I was like, am I crazy? What the hell is going on? Like,
Oh.
stuff like that started to happen,
Oh,
and I was like, I tried to ignore it for a while. But then it was just too obvious, like so many, so many signals, like these people started to entering my life. And it was, I was actually on the verge of nervous breakdown, um, like two times in that period of time. So in 2016, 17, I was working there. In 2018, I gave a resignation because, I felt I had to go somewhere outside of corporate because it was too limited for me, like because my consciousness was expanding, my awareness was expanding, and it was just, yeah, I felt very, very trapped. And of course, everything what was happening at home. So I transitioned into marketing agency, and that was a crazy experience. I was there like for, I think, 11 months or something. And, everything started falling apart there. And then I went to another, and then I was actually fired there. And then I got another opportunity in another recruitment company. And it was there for like 6 months or something. And then COVID, yeah, started. And of course, I got fired because of that, yeah, because pandemic started. So in 2020, I started like when I finished with my, like I ended my relationship, I didn't have a job. My parents, oh my God, like that was so crazy because, yeah, like they didn't want to do, to have anything to do with me because, when you are thriving, everybody wants to be around you.
yeah.
But when you are in your deepest darkest place, there are very few people, that actually want to stay around. And even though like that I had some people, like I didn't feel comfortable enough, to like, hey, help me, like I'm gonna die, like seriously, I feel like I'm dying. Like, and I was like, no, you're okay, no, seriously, I feel like I'm dying. So it was very difficult. It was definitely difficult. But and I always say that when you have no one, you turn to yourself.
Mm.
So when I, moved out of our family house and I was alone for most of the time, I have shared custody with for my son and everything, but that was such a gift. That was such a gift because I spent so much time by myself, alone, and I could really learn how to love myself. I didn't learn how to love myself that other people would say, "Oh, you're so amazing. I love you. I love you." No, nobody told me that. But when I started, like, oh my God, like I really, there's nobody. Like, I'm my own hero. I'm my own friend. I'm my own. And it's not from egoistic point of view. It's just like, no, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I know that I am. Now I'm like super confident about it. I know because we are all amazing.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was definitely not easy. So I like, if you ask me, all the experiences, toxic relationship, for example, with, like with narcissist, and then toxic relationship with toxic, I don't want to use that word, but I think that most people will understand it. Yeah, so it's like very unhealthy relationship with my parents, then bringing up a child, and separating, and then taking care of the child, and then trying to align energies, like starting your own business, but also trying to juggle all the emotion about separation. And there's absolutely no financial security, because when I separated with my ex-partner, I decided to just you know give everything away. But that's another story. We can go there somewhere at a time. But it's like I had absolutely nothing to hold on. Nothing, seriously. And at some point I was like, okay, if I die today, will somebody miss me? I don't think so. Like if I look around, yeah. Or it was like that, like I had nothing, like absolutely nothing. And then when was this turning point, I don't know, these were like very micro changes, micro steps, micro steps. And how I saw, this is something maybe that, it would be very useful also for your viewers. When you start focusing, when you say like, okay, I have an issue, I want to deal with my shadows, I want to deal with my traumas, I want to deal, with whatever is keeping me, away from my goals or whatever. It's like when you start focusing on something, whether it's that, I don't know, money issues or relationship or, self-care, like self-worth or something. When you start focusing on that, at the beginning, temporarily, it will be worse.
Yeah.
It will be worse because if you remember this, where your focus goes, energy flows. So when you put your focus on that shadow, when you put your focus on that unhealed part, shit will happen.
Yeah.
Sorry about the cursing, but it's like
No, but
everything will
shit will happen. Yeah.
exactly, because you put focus on that and that part, it will be, oh shit, no, 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 like, we have to keep you safe, like what you are doing, this is not safe, no, 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 and everything, like it will be like your ego mind and all that unhealed parts, they will do everything in their power to stay at the same place.
Yeah.
You want to heal, but they don't want to heal, because that's their safe place, that's their sanctuary. So this is something, when I see, when I'm working also with my clients, it's like sometimes it's like, Anja, this is not working, this is not working, like whatever we are doing is like not working. Hey, it's working, but things are happening in the background, like cards are like
Lining
mixing,
up.
shuffling. Yeah,
Yeah, they're
something is
lining up.
shuffling in the background.
Yeah.
And it's like, then just suddenly, like, and I was like, hey, just focus on what you want, focus on your goal, focus on healing parts, and healed parts, not what you don't want, what is bothering you, what is triggering you. Yeah, accept that, of course, but do not focus on that. Do not give that thing power. Do not feed that part. Yeah. And then amazing, like instantly, when you send the signal to the universe, hey, I know I'm in charge.
Yeah.
I know I'm creator, and instantly can change everything. So
Absolutely. Do you know, and it's a powerful story of transformation. And really the essence, Anya, is it begins with us, right?
yeah,
It begins with us. It doesn't begin outside of ourselves.
no, not
It
even
doesn't
close.
it doesn't begin with what we have or who we're in contact with or the friends we have. But actually what I've recognized in terms of my own life is that when we start with ourselves and build that energy center in ourselves, we radiate that out to others. And then those that are of the same energy center as us, like you and I, for example, we we connected because we have the same energy center, right? We have the same
Exactly.
we have the same flow. So we begin to recognize that in each other, but it starts with us. If our energy isn't right, if our frequency isn't right, if our vibration isn't right, then it is going to go to shit, right?
Yeah, but still, like, when you, like I said, when you focus on that part, like, okay, I want to heal that part, and it's like good intention, perfect. But when you start, like
Yeah,
focusing on that,
yeah,
at
yeah.
first it will, kaboom, and it will be like, and then you have that's the turning point. Whether you will say, oh shit, this is not working, oh my god, it's worse, oh my god, I'm even, like a bigger victim, or or it's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I understand. Okay, that was the initial, signal that something is happening, because, like first it has to explode. Something has to be destroyed so something new
Can be born.
can be built. Yeah,
Yeah.
something has to be removed so something new can be built. And that transformation, it's usually, it's very, in a way, it's very tricky, because people, they're like, oh, nothing is happening. And I see, because I can see on energetic level, it's like, oh my God, if you would only knew,
Yeah.
like
If you could
you need the
only Put a
massive
mirror
job.
up. Yeah.
Exactly. Like you don't have to see everything, but it's like just put shift perspective. Yeah, shift perspective and see like, okay, if you think about yourself like 1 month ago, did you have that? Did you have that? Did you have that? No. You see, this is the result of the work that you did. But people, we really like to see things very like, we take it like self, how do you say, for granted. Yeah.
Yeah.
We take everything for granted, but it's not. And it's like, oh my gosh, like we are so amazing. Every single day we are making changes.
Yeah.
And nobody it's like stuck because there are always micro changes. For God's sake, we are waking up in the morning and we are different people because we are changing ourselves, like on physical
Absolutely.
level, we are changing.
Absolutely.
So,
And it's transformative. And the world doesn't stop spinning, and the world itself changes,
exactly.
every second of every day, and we change every second of every day. And even in the midst of this conversation that we've just had, we're 40 minutes in, you know, I've changed. My perspective has changed. My thoughts have changed. I now take the magic of your energy, and that's changed to me. That has changed me.
Absolutely.
I feel as if I've been on a transformative journey in the last 40 minutes. And the impact of which mightn't be seen today, but actually could be seen in 3, 6, 9, 12 months time, right?
We are planting seeds,
We are
We're
planting
planting
seeds.
seeds.
We are plant.
Exactly.
I sometimes describe ourselves as farmers, right? We go out in the field of human
Yeah,
experience and we plant fresh seeds. The old soil has to be tilled over. It has to be dug up. It
exactly.
has to be filled with nutrients. It has to be energized. It has to be engaged so that the seed can grow. And
Yeah.
it's the same with us because we are organic, right? We are organic in the same way. We have to be treated. We have to treat ourselves well. We have to put the right stuff in us. We have to surround ourselves with the right soil of human experience, right? And the people that will build us up rather than drag us down. And I very much see that myself. And I don't know if it's been your experience that, yes, we've both had experiences where, in my case, I studied and trained for the priesthood. I was at the top of my game from a very young age, but I was so dreadfully unhappy. My mind, my body, my spirit, my soul was so unhappy and so ridiculous to the extent that I found myself having an out of body experience in the similar sense to you.
Yeah.
The universe was actually saying to me, you're in the wrong place. This is not where I want you to be. This is where I want you to be, but I'm going to help you to get there. But in order to get there, you got to shed all this baggage. You got to shed all this material. You got to shed all this stuff that's weighing you down, so that you, like me, can become freer to develop and deliver the transformation that's needed in people's lives, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And what is also very important that we emphasize that each and every one of us, we have different paths. So everything, like at this point, everything is just the way it needs to be. So
Yeah.
whoever is listening now and they're like, oh, I have no idea what is out of body experience or whatever, it's okay. It's okay
Fine.
if you resonate with that term, go check it out. Like there are
Yeah.
information everywhere, or
Yeah.
call me or call Seamus or like
Yeah.
whatever. But it's like everything is okay because I can see that people are putting so much pressure on themselves because they are comparing to others.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh my God, like you can see that, or I'm like that, you are doing that, you are doing like you can do whatever you want to do, but you cannot only wish, you have to do something. Like for example, you are giving them tools, I am giving them tools. I can teach them how to use the tools, I can teach them, I can show them, I can connect them to people, whatever, but they have to share their
Yeah. You
energy.
got you got to
They have
act.
to.
You got to
Exactly.
act. You got
And
to
if
act.
they don't do it, that means that they are not ready yet. So
Absolutely.
they will be ready when their soul will, like it can go nice way, in a gentle way. What we are doing, I'm really, helping to people to reach this transformation in a very fun and like gentle and very like humorous in a way, like this process. It doesn't have to be really heavy. Or if you want, it can be heavy. If your soul chose that, then wait. But then, like it will slap you around
It
and
will.
you're, yeah, you will be slapped by the universe, and it's not going to be fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I sometimes say to people, the universe sometimes whispers to us, and it whispers to us every day, right? It whispers on. We have a choice to make, and we can act on those whispers, or we can ignore those whispers.
Exactly.
Right? And then if we ignore those whispers, it will shout a wee little bit louder. It will talk a wee little bit louder, and it will start putting messages in front of us that, we need to listen to. And again, if we choose to ignore those messages, which we're free to do, the
Always.
the universe doesn't take no for an answer, though, right? It doesn't
No,
take no for an answer. It
exactly.
will find a way. And in your case, and in my case, we were pretty much knocked off our horse, right? We were pretty much knocked off our,
And not only one time,
not only
that's the
one
thing.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, two, maybe three times in order to fully understand and tune in with the message that universe was telling us, right? And that I presume that's where the work is for you on a daily basis, because we need
yeah.
we need to make sure we are tuned every day, right?
Absolutely. And for example, my foundation of everything, like I said, now this is my natural state.
Yeah.
Like this is my natural state. So when I wake up in the morning, it's not like that, I have affirmation or I read something, I'm an energy being. No, I'm a
This is me.
multidimensional energy being with limitless power to create. I am a consciousness having human experiences, and I am here to have fun, to
Yeah.
experience everything what I need to experience, what my soul, decided to experience. I don't know. I don't have everything figured out because, I don't know everything. I have psychic abilities, but I don't know everything. But it's just like, let's just have fun. And this is
Absolutely.
my natural state. And whoever is like, no, in this world, it's not possible to have fun. Oh, this is so like heavy energy. No, in business world, you cannot be, like you cannot have fun. You cannot talk like that. You cannot dress like that. Well, tough luck. Shit, I'm doing it, like
Yeah.
because I'm creating my own reality. My doors are open, my world is open, my heart is open. Come in, people. Let's have fun. If you want to stay there, stay there.
Fine.
But this is our natural state. This is our default. This is this like by default, we are that. By default, we are abundance, we are,
Yeah.
energy flow.
We are grateful. We are
Exactly.
loving. We are
We
passionate.
are
Yeah.
love in
Yeah.
essence. And this is every time when I wake up, this is my default.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
This is my default.
We wake up engaged, don't we? We wake up and we don't take a pill in the morning and say, okay, we're now full of energy.
No,
We
I
wake
don't
up
have
full of
to.
energy. We wake up
I don't
full of
have to.
energy. No, you
Exactly.
don't.
Exactly.
You
I
don't.
mean, there are some, of course, heavy moments. It's not like, oh, I'm always, happy. Not even close. I'm dealing with stuff that I didn't like, wasn't dealing before, because when you are working on yourself, when you are progressing, like on every level, there are challenges.
Yeah,
Yeah. And,
100%.
they are different challenges. And I'm also now, for example, I'm dealing with a lot of collective energy, but because I know what is going on. Like I recognize through my human design or, any other tools, but I know what is going on. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim in
No.
my own world because I chose not to be. And I'm crying. I'm still angry sometimes, but it's like that period of time of, being angry, being sad, being, I don't know what. Yeah, sometimes I'm also, in a victim mode, but in a very short amount of time
Yeah.
because, now I can bounce back. Yeah. I can fall down, I can bounce back. That's the most important thing. Like you
I,
cannot stay up here because that's not realistic. Then you're not human anymore.
no,
We are having human experience,
Yeah, and we go with the flow, don't we? We absolutely go with the flow. But you're absolutely right, Anya. Our bounce back period is much quicker
Exactly.
when we do have a shit period, when we are sad, when we are angry, when
And
we are
we have each
down,
other,
and we have each other, right? Because one of the things that I am conscious of, and albeit we have never sat down in person, and I look forward to the day when we can sit down and have a coffee together. Oh my God,
Yeah, and
the en-
hug.
and a hug, and the energy around that table is going to be absolutely incredible, and it's going to reverberate wherever we're sitting. But in the meantime, I'm conscious of the fact that in my own life, I surround myself with people who support me, but they don't have to be physically present. So I'm conscious of the fact that a beautiful group of people who I include you in, who on a day-to-day basis we mightn't speak, we mightn't meet, but we're conscious of one another, and we're
Yeah,
conscious of each other's work, and we're conscious of each other's energy, and that energy provides the fuel that we need to drive us forward. To move us forward,
absolutely.
right? Because sometimes our energy centers will be low because we give so much out, and on those occasions, we got to take time for ourselves. We got to reset. We got to rebuild. We got to reinvest in ourselves, right? And those periods will happen as part of our human experience. But we're also, and I'm certainly conscious of it, and I know you are, that there are people around us all the time who love us, who support us, who care for us, who fill us with so much positive energy, who are so abundant, who are so grateful, who are so blessed, who are so gifted, that, and we're part of that. We're part of that collective consciousness, right?
Yeah. Amazing. Like we can be really proud of ourselves, what we are doing, I'm
Absolutely.
so grateful that I'm alive in this time. Really am.
Amen. I am so grateful. I am so grateful that I'm alive, because there was a few periods in my life when I thought it's not going to happen,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? It's
But
not
here
going
we
to
are.
happen. But here we are doing
Yeah.
some beautiful work. And, and honestly, I, I personally couldn't be happier. You couldn't be happier. And it's a story of transformation. And it's your story, Anya. And it's my story. And for people who might be listening to this today, Anya, who are struggling, who might begin to hear the whispers of the universe, what advice would you give them?
First of all, past experiences does they do not define you, or they do not define us. You can be whatever you want to be, really, and whatever you believe you can be, yeah, because it's really up here, and of course in your heart. And also, what I wanted to emphasize is like, for example, I ended my relationship in 2019, and I've been single since then. So it's not like, because we have this perfect image, like, oh, yeah, perfect family, perfect house, everything. I had that. I don't have that anymore, like that, like husband or house or whatever. I'm rebuilding my life. And I'm happy. I'm really happy because I also know that everything is coming. It's on the way to me again. And everything is happening. Everything is happening for me, not to me. And this is something that people really need to understand, that, you don't have to have already what you desire, like in your hand, to be happy, to have this emotion. It's possible that you generate this emotion even before that. And this will really attract even more beautiful stuff in your life. And I mean, for now, I honestly can say, for every single challenge or for every single issue that every single person has, and they are still here, they are still here for a reason, because
Absolutely.
it's possible to solve that. Huh? And it's possible, like they have a mission. Every single person, they have a mission. And what I always say to my clients or to whoever I'm talking to, like, look at your hand, look at your fingers, look at your fingerprint. Nobody in the world has the same fingerprint as you do. Nobody, because you are unique being. You have specific energy field. You have unique experiences. You have unique desires, and you have unique mission. You have absolutely unique fingerprint to leave an absolutely unique imprint in this world. And this is something that people should be really aware of. If nobody in the world say you are special, no, you are special. I'm saying that to everybody now who are listening. You are special. You are so amazing. You are so special that you are still around because you have a mission. And your mission is, your purpose is to be authentic, to be exactly who you want to be. If you want to be a messy, I don't know, crazy person, be that. If that makes you happy, be that. If you want to be a sophisticated millionaire, be that. You can be whoever you want to be. And when you will be the most authentic version of yourself, you will be inspiring other people. And that's why that is how we are raising the vibration of our planet. And I'm helping people to step into that power that they can be really, truly their authentic self. And it doesn't matter what is happening around them.
Wow, what a message to stop this conversation. Honestly, I will replay that and replay that and replay that and replay that. I'll just have that on repeat all day in my head, Anja. Anja Zibert, it is wonderful that you're here today. It's wonderful that you've given me the time and your energy today to be on my podcast. Um, I hope those that hear will hear, those that are ready, those that are ready to take the journey of transformation that we have both taken in our own respective lives will find solace, will find comfort, and will find knowledge in your words this morning. I wish you so much wellness and blessing and energy and love as you grow your business,
Thank you very much.
as you grow your mission.
Thank you.
Because for us it is a mission, right? It's not just the business, it's not just bread and butter, it's actually a mission. This is what we have been given to do,
Exactly.
and I recognize this, and this is what pulsates our heartbeat on a day-to-day basis. So I wish you well, Anja.
Thank you.
From
And
the
vice versa, of course. Everything. All the
Thank
best.
you, thank you, and all the links to Anya's website, links to her information will be available on the show notes following this podcast. And Anya, have a wonderful day. Stay on afterwards, but have a wonderful day. And I'll stop the record button now because we have smashed it out of the park, Anya. We have smashed it
Yay!
we have smashed it out of the park.
Perfect. Thank you very much. It was amazing to hang out with you in this virtual, beautiful space.
It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Anya.